Bingo.
What you doing looking through cars?
Huh?
You looking through the cars?
What do you mean?
I saw you right there looking through the cars.
What car did I look through?
You were looking through that car, that car, that car.
I was looking through them.
I saw
What's
you
that mean? Like going through one window and out the other? I don't understand. What do you mean looking through?
You were shining your flashlight.
Like looking in the passenger window and through the driver's side window?
All windows, sir.
It's looking through all of them. You seen where my eyes were looking?
I could see you. I was sitting right there. If you were looking around.
I'm well aware where you were sitting, but I'm just saying, is that illegal?
To look into other people's vehicles?
Yeah, it is. What statute is that?
I mean, you could possibly be breaking in.
Well, we don't care about possibly. We want law.
Do you have your ID on you?
For what? Am I under arrest?
That's suspicious. Obviously, you're looking through cars. Yes.
So I'm under arrest?
You're detained right now. Yes.
For what crime?
Looking through vehicles.
It's not a crime. You got a supervisor?
I sure do.
Okay,
Busy at the moment.
As soon as they're ready, can I see him?
I mean, you can.
Cool.
We'll be waiting here.
Okay. You know what the statute for looking in cars' windows is?
You said you're waiting for a supervisor. I'm not going to talk to you.
Okay. Is this the supervisor?
Sure is.
Well, that was quick. I thought he was busy.
He was on another call.
Cool.
Okay. So, is there a reason why you're looking through vehicles in our parking lot, sir? Keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
I was looking around.
Okay. Keep your hands out of your pockets before
It's
you
not in my
handcuffs.
pocket.
Okay. We're not going to play this game right now. I'm asking you questions. I just need an answer. Keep your hand out of your pocket.
It's not in my pocket.
Okay. So you understand that that's a suspicious behavior that we got to check out on, right? Is there a reason why you were...
I mean, I don't understand, no.
Okay, well, right now, this isn't an open business. This isn't an open area. Okay? This is private property. Technically, it's the city's, yes. But during normal business hours, you're more than welcome to come through the parking lot. But at 11 at night, it's suspicious and we have to investigate that, okay?
Okay.
So because I did stop and talk with you, I do have to make a record of this interaction. Do you have any kind of identification on you so I can say we talked?
Am I under arrest?
You're not under arrest, but you are detained for my investigation, yes.
Okay, I mean, go ahead and investigate.
Okay. So do you have any kind of identification on you, sir?
Am I under arrest?
You are being detained.
Florida statute 3802, I'm only required to give you my ID if I'm under arrest.
And I'm asking. That's all. That's it.
Okay.
So if
As long as we're on the same
ID,
page.
that's totally fine. Okay. So what I do need you to do, though, if you can just stand in front of her vehicle.
Okay. The crime is suspicion. I was trying to find the police department for a complaint form.
Oh, if you need a complaint form, I can help you with that.
That's what I'm here for if you want to know.
Yeah, and see, that's fine. I can actually run in and get you the complaint form if you need it.
Okay.
I can also tell you if you wanted to file a complaint, we do have all of our forms online,
okay.
So you can submit it that way.
Yeah, I'd like to get it in person paper if possible.
Okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to walk into the PD then and see if I can print you off a copy of that.
Sweet, appreciate it.
Give me one moment.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Smash that like button. I'm not done with these cops yet. We gotta back up. You ever heard of the plain view doctrine? You know what that is?
Sure do.
What is it?
I don't have to answer your questions since you don't want to answer mine.
So you don't know. Yeah, but you're a public servant.
I do.
You're a public servant. That's the difference. You're a public servant. No, I don't have to. I have the right to remain silent. I can invoke rights. You have no rights. You don't have rights when you're on the job. You understand that? You do need to answer questions. I am standing here, but you can still answer my questions. You're the servant. Yeah, you do.
Says who?
Me. I'm the highest ranking person here right now.
Are you my boss?
Yes, I'm the highest ranking person here. I'm a citizen, you're a servant. Do you not get that? You run around these streets acting like it's something other than that, or what? Plain view doctrine gives you the right to look into cars, and it gives me the right to look into cars too. So it's not really suspicious, is it? So now why am I being detained? This is an unlawful detainment, and I'd like to know why. What excuse are you going to come up with next of why I'm unlawfully detained? Can you tell me this? You just go around detaining people for fun because you're bored? Because it's a small town, you got nothing to do? What is it? Nothing? She's got nothing, folks. She's got nothing. What's your name and badge number? Can you say it louder? I can't hear you from that far. Can you say it where I can hear you?
Officer Leeds, 128.
128. How do you spell your last name?
Leeds, L-E-E-S.
Okay, Lees. Gotcha. It sounded like you were saying Leets or something. I couldn't tell. So they said this is private property. Regardless if it's private property, I mean, I guess they can ask me to leave if they wish, if they have that authority, but that hasn't happened yet. You're free to go if you want. You're not being detained. But you know what that means? You're free to stay if you want to. Here he comes.
Okay, so here's our complaint form. The one thing I do want to point out to you here is you would, if you wanted to turn it in and make a formal complaint, you do have to have it notarized and returned back to us. But yeah, if you wanted to fill this out and bring it back to us during normal business hours,
okay,
they'd be able to take it from you in our
so
records department.
Since it has to be notarized, there's no way to do it anonymously?
Unfortunately, we don't investigate anonymous complaints. You can go online and you can make an anonymous
What
complaint.
do you mean by you don't investigate anonymous complaints?
So, for me to pass that up the chain of command my way, I would have to have it notarized.
So unless you guys are able to retaliate against somebody by knowing who they are, you refuse to take it.
So it's a swearable document, and we have to make sure that whatever the person is complaining, they're willing to swear that it is true and correct to the best of their knowledge, and that's to keep people from filing false complaints.
Sure.
I can tell you, if you were to go on the website and submit an anonymous complaint, that's out of my hands. Okay. I don't deal with that personally. I don't know how that process looks. I just know for me, with this
you don't
form,
know if you do it online, if it has to be notarized or not?
No.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head. I can tell you, though, that we do get those. I don't know the process for that.
Do you guys have internal affairs?
We do.
Okay, like on site, or?
We do. We do have an internal affairs division.
Cool.
We also have, if there's any investigation we can't handle.
Is that who I give this to?
That will go to our records division.
Okay.
Our records division will then get it to internal affairs.
So I can't give it to internal affairs?
No. No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it'd just be, your stop right here would be inside that door there. There's a window to the right.
Okay.
And that's who you would speak to.
Yeah, I went up there. I seen the hours. I seen something said call 9. I was looking for a push button or something. I didn't see anything. I went around that way. Didn't see anything, and then she pulls up over here. So
because we're a smaller department, we don't staff 24/7. We just use kind of really banker's hours, for lack of a better term, and that's just because of our staffing.
Okay.
Is there any other questions I can answer for you?
No, she said I'm detained, so.
And that's the thing. We do have to just make sure you're not up to, someone out here breaking into
I
cars.
didn't touch anything.
No, you're fine. We've established that you haven't committed a crime.
I looked around under the Plainview Doctrine, and that's it, man.
And that's the thing. Now that we know that you're just exercising your rights, you're free to go, sir.
Appreciate it.
You have a good night.
What was your name and badge?
My name is Corporal Speedy. My badge number is 126.
Okay, thanks for being professional, man.
Well, hey, you're exercising your rights.
Unlike her, she wasn't very nice.
You have a good night, sir. Be safe.
You too. He wasn't that professional, too. He played along. I'm sure they got a call already. That's why I didn't want to show where I was, people. Yeah, he detained me, too. He's just as bad. Lake Dallas, Texas, everybody. Well, they had a complaint form readily available, so that was a plus. I was detained unlawfully. Couldn't articulate one single fact of any type of a crime other than suspicion. So I really didn't come here for a complaint form. The real reason I was in this area is because they recently had a cop named Winston Edmondson that was fired from this department. He claims that a female employee there contacted him and was telling him about the chief and the second in command had both forced her to do things that she didn't want to do. This female claimed to this Winston Edmondson that they were forcing her to have sex at the headquarters, amongst other things. This cop is currently trying to be the mayor of Louisville, Texas, which is a town next door where I've been working, doing some investigating. And next to that town, his son, Christian Edmondson, is a police officer. And he's the one that pulled me over making up lies in my most recent bait car video. And apparently both of them went to the police academy together. There's so much more to this story you can't even imagine. So after this, Winston Edmondson brings this story to light as a, I don't know, self-proclaimed whistleblower against his fellow Blue Line members. He starts getting a little pushback. They're trying to come up with any excuse to get him fired, which they did. Of course, he claims he's innocent. All the documents that I've seen so far, I'll be posting in Discord, so you can go through those. He doesn't look that innocent. But you never know. You never know when you get into these type of politics and corruption. It's, it's hard to determine sometimes. If his own son's willing to pull me over and lie about a stop, then I don't know. I mean, he could get that from his own father. And it, makes me question, is it even possible for this guy to be honest? If you're local to the area, you know anything about this story, feel free to put any info in the comments below. You know, I could have told these two cops that I was there getting content for a story, but sometimes it's better off if they don't know why you're there. And the good old complaint form always comes in handy as a good excuse. And if the cops there are gonna detain me for walking through a public parking lot, taking pictures, looking around, so-called looking into cars, it makes me, you know, wonder about the integrity of everybody that works there. And the thing is it's not just this department. You know, these type of things are going on in every police department across the country. And here's where this cop was recently put on the Brady's list. Officer Winston Edmondson. And this is Winston Edmondson's, basically a sworn statement of his claim of events. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Leave me 10 comments below. Let me know what everybody thinks. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate every one of you. I tried to drag this out as long as possible so that everyone's able to read it. You can pause it if you need to, but there should be enough time to read it.